All right, let's get right into it. When we hear AI, it's so easy to picture sci-fi movies or some, crazy distant future. But the reality is, AI isn't on its way. It's already here. It's woven into our lives in ways you probably don't even think about. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the whole thing, starting in a place you might not expect, your morning commute.
So let me just ask you this. How many types of intelligence does it take to drive to work? You'd probably say one, right? Your own. But what if I told you that a simple trip to the office can actually involve three totally different kinds of intelligence all working in concert?
So let's break that drive down. First up, you've got good old-fashioned human intelligence. That's you, navigating your local streets, hands on the wheel, dodging potholes. Then you merge onto the highway, and boom, you switch on the self-driving feature. That's artificial intelligence, taking the wheel completely. But then, as you get back onto the busy city streets, a third type kicks in, augmented intelligence. See, the car isn't driving for you anymore, but its collision warnings and blind spot alerts, they're basically your co-pilot, making you a smarter, safer driver.
That one drive actually gives us the perfect way to understand the two big philosophies behind AI. Technology that replaces what we do and technology that enhances what we do. So let's unpack that toolbox.
Okay, so here's the fundamental difference. On one hand, you have artificial intelligence. Its goal is to replace human effort. The machine does the job so you don't have to. But augmented intelligence, that's all about partnership. It's technology that works with us, side by side, to make us better at what we already do.
And you can see how their strengths are just perfectly complementary. It's like two halves of a whole. Machines are incredible at scale and repetition. They can crunch massive amounts of data and do the same task perfectly forever. But us? We humans bring the creativity, the nuance, the emotional intelligence. The ability to solve a problem we've never, ever seen before.
And that's exactly why the whole human versus machine debate just kind of misses the point. The real magic, the most powerful solutions, happen when we combine these strengths. The future isn't just artificial, it's augmented. It's about taking what makes us human and giving it a superpower.
Now, let's talk about the tech that's pouring gasoline on this augmented future. Generative AI. This is a massive, massive leap. We've gone from AI that just analyzes the world as it is, to an AI that can actually create brand new things within it.
Here's a really simple way to think about it. Traditional AI is like an analyst. It looks at your listening history and suggests a song that already exists, one it thinks you'll like. But generative AI, well, it's the artist. It could write a brand new song from scratch just for you. One finds, the other creates. That right there is the revolution.
And to really get it, let's look under the hood at how things used to be built. Traditional AI pretty much worked in a closed loop. A company would use its own private data to build a model for one very specific task, like, say, predicting which customers might cancel their subscription. A feedback loop would help it get better and better, but only at that one single job.
Generative AI just flips the whole script. It starts with what you could call data from Earth. Basically, the gigantic ocean of public information on the internet. All that data is used to train a huge, general-purpose foundational model like a large language model, or LLM. Think of it like a massive base of general knowledge. From there, you can tune and adapt it to your specific needs. It's a huge shift from a tiny closed loop to a wide-open ecosystem.
So where's all this new creative power making the biggest splash? Well, it's completely changing how we interact with technology itself, especially when it comes to conversation.
I mean, this technology is a true multi-talent. It can generate incredibly human-like text with models you've probably heard of, like GPT and Gemini. It can dream up breathtaking images from just a simple description. It can even compose original music or create entire video scenes out of thin air. It's wild.
And all of this has put the evolution of chatbots into hyperdrive. Seriously, they've gone from those clunky, rule-based systems that felt totally robotic to AI assistants that could kind of get what you wanted, all the way to today's generative chatbots that can have nuanced, context-aware conversations that feel almost human.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about fun new chatbots or cool image generators. This technology is fast becoming a fundamental layer of our daily lives and really the entire global economy.
Chances are you are using some pretty sophisticated AI every single day without even realizing it. When you ask Siri for the weather, or get a movie recommendation from Netflix, when you snap a picture in portrait mode, or heck, even when your keyboard finishes your sentence for you, that's all AI, humming along in the background, just trying to make your life a little bit easier.
And it's not just our personal gadgets. Businesses are adopting AI at a mind-blowing rate. As you can see here, fields like customer service and manufacturing are being totally transformed. But it's actually marketing and sales that's currently leading the charge, using AI for everything from hyper-targeted ads to finding new customers.
This impact is just rippling across every industry you can think of. In healthcare, it's helping doctors analyze medical scans and discover life-saving drugs. In finance, it's spotting fraud in real time. It's personalizing how we shop, and in education, well, it holds the incredible promise of a personal AI tutor for every single student on Earth.
So what does all this change, all this transformation really add up to? Well, we're talking about a fundamental shift in the global economy, and the numbers being projected are, honestly, they're staggering.
Just take a second and look at that number. $7 trillion. That is the potential annual boost to the global economy that researchers at Goldman Sachs think we could see from generative AI. To put that into perspective for you, that's like adding the entire economies of Japan and Germany to the world every single year.
So where does a number that big even come from? Well, a huge chunk is a potential 1.5% jump in labor productivity over 10 years, which in economic terms is absolutely massive. But it's also coming from the creation of entirely new kinds of products and services, smarter business processes, and just this huge wave of creativity and innovation being unlocked.
But you know, with all these huge numbers and all this technological change, it's easy to lose sight of the most important part. And this brings us right back to where we started. The ultimate goal here, it isn't to make people obsolete, it's to empower them. And that means the entire conversation around AI is shifting. The old story was all about competition, right? Human versus machine. What we're all starting to realize now is that the future is about collaboration. It's human plus machine.
For so long, this one fearful question has dominated the entire discussion. Will a machine take my job? We've all heard it, we've all probably thought it.
But maybe, just maybe, that was the wrong question all along. What if we just flip the script? The new question, the more powerful and frankly way more exciting question we should all be asking is this: how can this technology make me even better at what I do?